In yet another plane crash, a Delta Airlines flight carrying 80 people crashed while attempting to land at the Toronto Pearson International Airport on Monday. Images from the scene show the plane flipped upside down, adding to the shock and chaos surrounding the incident. The aircraft, Delta Airlines Flight 4819, departed from Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport and was en route to Toronto Pearson. On board were 76 passengers and 4 crew members. The flight, operated by Endeavour Air, had been nearing its scheduled landing when the incident occurred at around 2:45 p.m. local time. Upon landing, the plane crashed, overturning as it came into contact with a runway. A tense moment for those watching from the ground, but emergency crews were quick to respond to the scene. All 80 people on board were evacuated from the aircraft, though the aftermath of the crash left at least 17 individuals injured. Among the injured were a child and several adults, 2 of whom remain in critical condition. Medical Transport Service, or NAJ, confirmed that they transferred 3 of the critically injured passengers, including a pediatric patient, to nearby hospitals. The child, whose identity has not yet been disclosed, was taken to one of city's leading trauma centers, while a man in his 60s was rushed to St. Michael's Hospital. Another patient was transported to Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center. In a tweet, Toronto Pearson Airport confirmed their awareness of the incident and the ongoing response.
So the facts of the matter around this event that happened at approximately 2:30 p.m. is Delta Airlines Flight 4819 from Minneapolis to Toronto, operated by subsidiary Endeavour Air, was involved in a single aircraft accident upon landing at Toronto Pearson. The plane was carrying 4 crew and 76 passengers, among them 22 Canadians. The other passengers were multinational. Airport emergency workers mounted a textbook response, reaching the site within minutes and quickly evacuating the passengers. Again, there were no fatalities. 17 injured passengers were quickly taken to local area hospitals. At this time, we do not know of any of those passengers having critical injuries. We immediately halted further arrivals and departures on our remaining 3 runways. Those runways were reopened at approximately 5 p.m. The other runways are remaining to serve the investigation, which will be carrying forward for the rest of tonight and into the next several days. Again, we are very grateful that there was no loss of life and relatively minor injuries. We are very focused on the care and the concern and the passengers and the crew, some of whom have already been reunified with their friends and their families.
Similarly, the United States Federal Aviation Administration, better known as the FAA, also issued a statement shortly after the incident, confirming the crash and noting that the Transport Safety Board of Canada, that's the TSB, would take the lead on the investigation. The FAA said, and I quote, Delta Airlines Flight 4819, operated by Endeavour Air, crashed while landing at Toronto Pearson International Airport around 14:45 local time. Meanwhile, Canada's Transport Minister Anita Anand addressed the incident, offering reassurance to the public while emphasizing the seriousness of the situation. The cause of the crash, including why the plane flipped upside down, remains under investigation. There has been no official confirmation yet on whether mechanical failure or human error played a role. So what happens next? With the Transport Safety Board of Canada now leading the investigation, experts will work to piece together the details of this dramatic event. Passengers on board have shared their accounts of the landing, describing moments of panic as the plane began its descent. Delta Airlines and the airport have yet to release additional statements beyond their initial notifications, but the safety of those involved remains a top priority. As for the injured passengers, all eyes will be on their recovery. Hospitals in Toronto are continuing to treat the most severely injured with the hope that no further casualties will arise from this devastating event. Stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express for more updates as information. Stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express for updates as more information becomes available.